They're setting you up. They're out to trap you. Don't fall for it. This person is only pretending with you. This person is fake. This person is a snake. They want you to talk so that they can use your words against you. Everything you say can or will be used against you. They're not in your favor. They're friends with your enemy. And they just want to hear what you have to say so that they can twist your words, so that they can carry it to this person who is against you, who is an enemy. They're secretly recording every word you say so that they can use your words against you. My goodness, how can somebody be that way? That is who they are. They are false pretenders. They're pretending to be a friend, but they're not. They're not your friend. They are friends with somebody who is so against you, somebody who is an enemy. I said, be careful. Warning. They're setting a trap for you. They're pretending to be for you, but everything you say will be used against you. This is supposed to be a private conversation. This is supposed to be a conversation between you and them, but others will be privy to this conversation. There they are, secretly recording, secretly making a voice recording, secretly making a video recording of a conversation. They have created an environment that makes you feel safe. You feel safe to express the way you feel. Feel safe to express the way you feel to this person. You feel safe to say certain things to them that you wouldn't have said to everybody. You feel, on one hand, mind you, that this person can be trusted, but on the other hand, something else is happening. You want to trust them, but you're hearing a voice that says they're not trustworthy. You're hearing that still small voice. Trust your vibes. Trust your inner guidance system. I am here talking to you with that confirmation many of you were looking for. And some of you have been there. You know exactly what I am talking about. Some of you have been invited to a meeting. Some of you, there's somebody who wants to talk to you about something, but something is weird. Something is very strange about this. Why do they want to hear from you? Trust your vibes. That is why it's important to have this calm mind. That is why it's important to be at peace, to not be out there hurting others, trying to destroy others. All of this comes back to you, do you know? As you give the video a thumbs up, when you're attacking people, I know that is not you. A lot of people, they don't have a clear mind because of what they're doing. All of the wrongs they're doing are coming back to haunt them. They are paying the price for what they're doing to people. So they do not have a clear mind. They have no discernment, but not you. You're so peaceful. You're not allowing things to bother you. You're vibrating at that high level. You may go down at times, but you move back up. You move back up that emotional scale where you're in a place of love, of joy, of peace, where you're there, one with the Most High, one with God, with the Almighty, where you're on the path of righteousness. How about that? Where you're on the advancing path. How about that? So you have this clear mind, and many of you, you're able to see through the illusion. You are able to see through the lies of this fake person who is pretending to be for you. But my goodness, they only want to betray you. So they will talk to you and they want to hear more. And many of you have been bitten before. Once bitten, twice shy. You've been there. You've been through the fire. You've been betrayed before. People have pretended to be for you when they were not. And some of you, you have had to sever ties with people, certain relationships that did not work out. Certain people, all of a sudden, they turned against you and you're wondering, why? Why isn't this person talking to me? It's because of what a snake said about you. It is because of what somebody who you thought you could have trusted said about you. It is because of fake news they carried about you, like Donald Trump liked to say, fake news. And I had to say that is what came through, you know. And somebody has turned against you. I said, be careful. They're not to be trusted. They will use your words against you. Furthermore, they're setting a trap. Beware. They're presenting you with this beautiful environment where you can share whatever with them because they are your friend. They will be like, oh yes, he said this. Oh yes, she did that. Oh really? Oh my goodness. Like they support you so much. No way. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? No way he did not. They want to hear more. And they're pretending to be on your side. They're taking your side in this meeting, in this talk, in this discourse. But they're not on your side. They're on the side of your enemy. They're on the side of somebody who is against you. So that is why you must trust your vibes. That is why you must listen to your inner guidance system. You feel the way you feel because of a reason, for a reason, that is, for a reason. I just got a little distracted, I must say, because I was hearing a sound outside and I know my brother, he had to visit me. And I'm hearing a car outside, but it may be the neighbor. Who's here with me? Who's here with me? Any advancing men? Any advancing women watching me? If you're advancing, just type advancing in the comments and put it out there. You're moving forward. You're moving forward despite all of what is being sent your way, despite the fakery, Despite all of the snakes, they cannot stop you. They cannot fool you. You see through them. You see through their tricks. You see through their lies. And you're advancing nonetheless. No weapon formed against you can ever prosper. You're advancing. All you do is win. Nobody can hold you down. Nobody can stop you from getting what's yours. You see, somebody has been jealous of you. They've been envious. And they've wanted to bring you down. They're like crabs in a bucket. They don't like it when people win. They don't want you to win. They want you to feel sad. They want you to feel down. They want you to feel bad. They're all about themselves. But they don't realize that by being so-called all about themselves, they're inadvertently against themselves. Because by wronging you, they end up wronging themselves. It backfires. Whatever you do to the least of my brothers, that you do unto me, they're doing it unto themselves. Every time they hurt you, they're hurting themselves. Every time they sabotage you, they're sabotaging themselves. They're keeping themselves behind. So if you're really about yourself, be about others. What you want for yourself, want it for others. What I want for me here on this advancing channel, I want it for you. I want it for everybody. Because I have an abundance mindset. I know that you cannot take anything that is mine away from me. Likewise, I can't take anything that is yours away from you. By giving to you, I shall have more. I will have more. By you giving to me, you will have more. Because we have this abundance as opposed to a scarcity mindset. So these people have a crab in a bucket mentality. And they're all about bringing people down. If people are down, they will feel as if they're up. They will feel better. They're competing. But it is not about competition. It's about collaboration. It's about creating. How about that? Co-creating with God, with the source from which all blessings flow. How about that? So they're against you. Misery loves company. They don't want anybody to rise. They don't want you to rise. And that is why they're against you so much. They're trying to put confusion in your life. They're trying to turn people against you. They don't want you to be at peace. They're just crazy. They don't want you to move forward, to excel. You know, they enjoy this. They enjoy this. It's demonic. They're laughing, you know. If something goes wrong, that is a good thing for them. You know, they can share with their friends. They can show their friends, hey, look at it, you know, on their phones. And they're there drinking together and laughing together, one of a kind, you know, and that keeps them happy, quote unquote. That is who they are. But you're not about that. That is not the type of circle you spend time with. That is not what you're about. So there they are at you nonstop, you know, and they figure that this is a good way to bring you down. Sometimes you're there. You've been put through so much. You've been through so much. People have come against you. People have wronged you. And you want to share it with somebody. You figure this person is for you. You figure these are friends. You're seated at the table with them and they're talking with you. But as soon as you leave the table, they're talking against you or about you. Are you with me? You know, they're talking against you. They pretended to be for you. You shared something with them because you went through the pain. You went through so much. Are you with me, advancing man? Are you with me, advancing woman? You know, you went through this and you think these people are your people. After all, there they are. It seems as if they're in your circle. But no, what you said there, they just recorded it. My God. What you said there, they just filmed it, or they had their cut. Everybody, we live in an age where everybody's a media company. It's like a media company. Everybody has a phone, nearly everybody, generally speaking, and can make videos that rival what was produced by top companies way back in the day. Back in the day, that is, with these phones we have today. Some of you are old enough to remember the time when we had none of this. We didn't have phones like these that can record, these gadgets we have today. My goodness, it's crazy, you know. I remember back in the day watching TV and seeing two people talking to each other doing a video call, and I was like, wow. And that would be with the top networks, top television networks, whether it be the ABCs and the CNNs and their likes, But today, just to side, just to go on a tangent a little, but today, look at what we have: phones where we talk to each other. Look at this, we're talking, we're FaceTiming. How about that? So the point is, people will use these phones against you. You have to be careful with these phones. And then I hear somebody right now, even as I speak, saying, I don't care. Like, I will not live my life like I'm in bondage. And I understand that totally. At the end of the day, you can protect yourself, but some of these people, they are very cunning and they will still find a way around it. But, we're just being mindful. We know what is going on. We cannot control people, but we are aware of what is going on. And I'm telling you, be careful with some of these people. Now, when they've already showed you who they are, believe them. Believe them the first time. They've already showed you who they are. For some of you, you've seen it before. It has happened to you before. Where somebody pretended to be for you. They wronged you, and there is a price to pay. They pretended to be for you, and look what they did. Look what they said. You shared something with them. You confided in them. You were wronged and you confided in them. Well, guess what? And I can hear some of you thinking, let it be. What is to be will be. On one hand, what is to be will be. Yes, you must be careful. Warning, be careful. But what has to seep through the cracks will seep through the cracks. And perhaps they were meant to hear it. You're not afraid of them. They were meant to hear it because they wronged you. Somebody wronged you. Now, sometimes it's a case of somebody trying to trap you, trying to get you somewhere you don't want to be, trying to get you to talk to somebody you do not want to talk to. They have an ulterior motive. They're pretending that this is one thing and it is another. And this is where you have to trust your vibes. You have to listen to that still small voice and not go and not attend that meeting and not have that conversation with them and not be this person's friend and not hang out with them because you already see it, you already feel it. You are intuitive, as we're here on this advancing channel. Who is this message for? I know this message is for somebody. As Spirit speaks to you, as God speaks to you via this vessel. How about that? I'm just there to remind you. Oh yes, oh yes. An airplane flying above. Where is it? I send you good vibes. I send you love, light, positive energy. You are valued and you are greatly appreciated. I look forward to seeing you in the comments. Like, share. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for supporting the channel, for being a subscriber and everything else. It means a lot. Freely you have given, freely you shall receive. Thank you so much for watching and listening. My name is Mantius This is the Advancing Channel. One love. God bless and all the best.